Welcome to the Pop Music Quiz. 25 absolute bangers. Can you name them all? All right, question 1. Listen closely. Do you know this song? Here it comes.
I have this thing where I get older.
That was Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift. Fun fact, this song spent 8 whole weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a personal record for Taylor. She wrote it, co-produced it, and even directed the music video herself. The woman does not do things by halves. Question 2. Think you know this hit? Let's find out.
If you wanna
Levitating by Dua Lipa. Fun fact, Levitating spent over a year on the Billboard Hot 100, one of the longest charting songs in chart history. Dua Lipa wrote the whole thing in just 40 minutes. 40 minutes for a year on the charts? Not bad at all. Question 3. Who sang this one? Listen up. BZRP Music Sessions number 53 by Shakira. Fun fact, this track smashed Spotify streaming records, becoming the most streamed Spanish-language song in a single day when it dropped. Shakira wrote it in response to her very public breakup with Gerard Piqué, the most powerful revenge in music history. Question 4. Name this track. It's a classic. Here we go. That was Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Fun fact, Blinding Lights holds the record for the longest chart run in Hot 100 history. It spent 57 weeks in the top 10. It became the first song ever to reach the top 10 in 4 separate chart years. Absolute icon. Question 5. Do you recognize this one? Let's go. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. Fun fact, Bad Habits marked a completely new era for Ed Sheeran, a synth-pop vampire aesthetic totally different from his acoustic roots. The music video was filmed over 4 days and cost over $2 million to make. Question 6. Oh, this is a good one. What song is this? Listen. Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee. Fun fact, Sunflower was made for the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack and became one of the best-selling singles in music history. Post Malone and Sway Lee recorded the whole thing in just 2 hours. Question 7. Can you guess the artist? Here it is. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. Fun fact, Vampire debuted at number 1 on the Hot 100, making Olivia Rodrigo the first artist to debut at number 1 with her first 2 singles. The piano-driven ballad was widely seen as a very personal response to a relationship gone wrong. Question 8. This one hits different. Do you know it? Listen.
in these waters, but I can't breathe.
Easy on Me by Adele. Fun fact, Easy on Me broke the global Spotify first-day streaming record with 24 million streams in 24 hours. Adele wrote it in about an hour, saying it felt like a therapy session put to music. Same Adele, same. Question 9, a beautiful one. What song is this? Here it comes.
used to float. Now
What Was I Made For? By Billie Eilish. Fun fact, written for the Barbie movie, this song won Billie Eilish an Oscar for Best Original Song, making her the youngest artist to ever win 2 Oscars. She wrote it in just one day. One day, 1 Oscar. Legend. Question 10. Halfway there, who made this global hit? Let's go!
a first step when I left took my beat. I like
Butter by BTS. Fun fact, Butter stayed at number 1 on the Hot 100 for 10 consecutive weeks. BTS's longest reigning US number 1. The music video hit 108 million YouTube views in just 24 hours. Unreal! Question 11. This one made history. Name that song. Listen.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me.
Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. Fun fact, Old Town Road holds the all-time record for the longest number 1 run in Hot 100 history, 19 consecutive weeks. Lil Nas X bought the beat for just $30 from a Dutch producer he found on the internet. $30! Question 12. Super catchy. Who dropped this one? Here it is.
I've been a throw up.
First Class by Jack Harlow. Fun fact, First Class samples Fergie's 2006 hit Glamorous and debuted at number 1 on the Hot 100. Jack Harlow reportedly wrote his entire verse in under 30 minutes after hearing the sample for the very first time. 30 minutes to number 1. Question 13. Total Vibe. Do you know the title? Let's hear it.
I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la.
Señorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Fun fact, Señorita sparked a real-life romance between Shawn and Camila. The music video chemistry was so convincing that fans suspected they were already dating. Spoiler, they kind of were. It debuted at number 2 on the Hot 100. Question 14. Dark Energy Incoming. Who's the artist? Listen closely.
Best idea, his new girlfriend's next. How I get
Kill Bill by Ezeze. Fun fact, Kill Bill references the Quentin Tarantino film and explores toxic obsession with a twisted sense of humor. Ezeze admitted she had the concept in her head for years, but was afraid people wouldn't get it. They absolutely got it. Question 15. Pure Vibes. Do you know the song? Here we go. Calm Down by Rema and Selena Gomez. Fun fact, Calm Down became the most streamed Afrobeat song in Spotify history. Nigerian singer Rema originally released it solo in 2022, but the Selena Gomez remix took it to a completely different level around the whole world. Question 16. Absolutely iconic. Can you name this tune? Here it is.
solve your problems. Must not have had enough money to solve them. They say which
7 Rings by Ariana Grande. Fun fact, 7 Rings samples my favorite things from The Sound of Music. And Ariana paid the Rodgers and Hammerstein estate 90% of the royalties. She bought the rings for herself and 6 best friends after a panic attack. Self-care queen. Question 17. Smooth and groovy. What's this song called? Listen.
I got my peaches out.
Peaches by Justin Bieber, featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Fun fact: Peaches put Daniel Caesar and Giveon on the mainstream map. All three versions of the song charted simultaneously. Justin Bieber called it his favorite song he's ever made. Can't argue with that. Question 18. This one went global. Who made it? Here it comes.
Make me swim, make me harder, make me lose my...
Water by Tyla. Fun fact: Water made Tyla the first artist to win a Grammy in the newly created Best African Music Performance category. The South African singer was just 21 when the song went viral, thanks in part to a massive TikTok dance challenge. Question 19, an emotional one. Do you know the song and artist? Listen.
You promised the world and I fell for...
Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez. Fun fact: Lose You to Love Me gave Selena Gomez her very first #1 hit on the Hot 100. She wrote it about a painful breakup, and it was widely interpreted as being about her relationship with Justin Bieber. Raw and real. Question 20. Going Latin. ¿Sabes quién cantó esto? Let's go.
Yeah.
La Canción by Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Fun fact: La Canción was the lead single from their joint album Oasis. The music video was shot in just one day in the Colombian countryside. Two reggaeton legends, one iconic track. Question 21. Hot Corridos Energy. What's this track? Listen. Por las Noches by Peso Pluma. Fun fact: Por las Noches was the song that put Peso Pluma on the global map. The Corridos Tumbados artist from Guadalajara became Mexico's most streamed artist of 2023, surpassing even Bad Bunny in some markets. Historico. Question 22. Reggaeton time. Who made this one? Here it comes.
Estoy puesto pa' coger una...
Loquera by Rauw Alejandro, Liano, and Bray. Fun fact: Loquera became one of the biggest reggaeton tracks of 2021, blending Afrobeats influences with urban Latin production. Rauw Alejandro is known for pushing genre boundaries, and this track showed exactly why. Question 23. This one's from the king of reggaeton. Do you know it?
Te agrandamos el cuarto y si con otro pasas el rato vamos...
Felitas Los Four by Maluma. Fun fact: Felitas Los Four sparked a global debate about its lyrics exploring polyamory. Despite the controversy, or maybe because of it, the song became one of the biggest Spanish-language hits of 2017 worldwide. Maluma does not miss. Question 24. Una reina latina. ¿Sabes cuál es?
Estarías bailando hasta conmigo, no como amigos.
Si antes te hubiera conocido by Karol G. Fun fact: Si antes te hubiera conocido became Karol G's most streamed song ever from her Grammy-winning album Mañana Será Bonito. The catchy chorus has been used in millions of TikTok videos around the world. La Bichota does it again. Last question. Question 25. Make it count. Can you name this emotional band?
If you can't be next to me, your memories...
Ghost by Justin Bieber. Fun fact: Justin Bieber wrote Ghost about his late grandfather, Bruce Mallet, who passed away before Justin became famous. It's one of the most personal songs in his entire catalog. Raw, emotional, and absolutely beautiful. What a song to end on!